Hello students, in this video we are going to study about film and enteric coating of tablets. So what is film coating basically? It is the process after in which the tablets are given a sealing coat, after which the solution of film former is applied or sprayed on the tablets. Basically the tablets are shaped dedicated by contour of original core. Also, the single stage process, which involves spraying a coating solution containing the following, that is, it consists of the polymer, then solvent, then plasticizer, and colorants or pigments. So, this all the things are mixed together and they are applied as a coating material. Advantages of film coating: the first one, the film process is simpler and therefore easier to automate than the next one, that is, enhances the elegance and glossy appearance of the coated tablet. Then, minimal weight increase, that is typically 2 to 3% of tablet core weight. That is, as we have already seen, in sugar coating, the weight increases by 30 to 50% or even more, whereas in film coating the weight increases up to 2 to 3%. Then the next one, increased flexibility in formulation as a result of availability of wide range of coating material and systems. Then moisture involvement can be avoided, that is if absolutely needed, by using non aqueous solvents. Then next one, significant reduction in processing time, which increased process efficacy and output. Then the next one is distinctive identification of tablet making marking are easily obtainable. Then next is improve mechanical integrity and resist to destruction by abrasion during transportation, and ability to be applied to a wide range of pharmaceutical products, that is film coating can be applied on tablets, capsules, granules, etc. Then disadvantages of film coating: the first one is explosion is sometimes possible as a result of flammability of some of the organic solvents used as vehicle for the film forming polymers. Then the next one is some of the solvent used in film coating process are toxic and could constitute health hazard to the formulation scientist. Then the next one is some of the solvents and polymers used in film coating are relatively expensive, resulting into overall increase in cost of the product. Then film coating can be of following types, that is the first one, immediately release, and second one is modified release type. Then basically the ideal properties of film former are like it should have sufficient soluble in or it should be sufficiently soluble in coating solvent. Then it has to be soluble in all or at least the selective pH conditions found in GI tract. It should be capable of producing a strong continuous film. It should be stable in the presence of heat, light, moisture, air, or other and drug being coated. And essentially, it should possess no odor, taste, or color. Compatibility with common coating solution additives. It should be capable of supporting pigments, and it should be ideally non-toxic, inert, and tech free. Then the next is the various that are used in film coating include the first one, that is for immediate release coating polymers, as well as we can have a modified release coating polymer. So for immediate release coating polymer, generally cellulose derivatives like that of HPMC is widely used. It is used because it is readily soluble in aqueous media. It forms a film with good mechanical properties, that is strength, flexibility, and addition with the tablet core, and it is easily applicable as a coat. Other examples are HPC or MC. Then the other polymer which is widely used as immediate releasing film coating polymer includes like that of your vinyl derivative. So PVP is used as a immediate release coating polymer. However, it has limited use in film coating because of its inherent trackiness. A copolymer of PVC and vinyl acetate forms a better sort of film. Then we also have modified release coating polymers. So modified release coating polymers, again it can be categorized into two types. That is, the first one is extended release coating polymer and enteric coating polymers. So extended release, they are dissolved in organic solvent or dispersed in aqueous medium like that of your cellulose derivatives, that is EC. So methacrylic acid copolymers, that is used as enteric coating. So the presence of carboxylic acid group renders this class as insoluble in water at low pH of stomach, but gradually increases solubility at the as the pH rises towards neutrality, that is in small intestine. So it can be used for enteric coating polymers. Likewise, phthalate esters like that of cellulose acetate phthalate can be used again as enteric coating polymers. Then the next one, that is plasticizer. So plasticizers are also added to film coating formulation in order to modify the physical property of the polymer to make it more usable. Then one important property is their ability to decrease film brittleness. So by adding plasticizers, one can be able to decrease the brittleness of the film that is formed. The examples of the plasticizers are like that of your organic esters, then some oils and glycerides. Also, in general, only water miscible plasticizers can be used for aqueous based spray systems. Then the next one is colorants. So the various colorants that are used, that are permitted colorants in the film coat formulation, are invariable water soluble pigments or colors. Then pigments have certain advantages over water soluble colors. They tend to be more chemically stable towards light, provide better opacity and covering powder, and uh, optimize the permeability of the given film to water vapor. Then the examples of colorants used are iron oxide pigments, titanium dioxide, aluminum lakes, etc. Then the solvents that are used, modern techniques now rely on water as polymer solvent because of the significant drawback that readily become apparent with use of organic solvent. Then materials used in film coating, various types of non-enteric materials can be used like that of HPMC, MHEC, EC, HPC, PVC, etc. As well as some enteric materials can also be used like that of CAP, then Udragit L or S, HPM, CP, PVAP, etc. So these are the various materials that are used for the purpose of film coating. We'll be seeing enteric coating in more detail in coming slides. But before we move further, I just want to revise the point, that is film coating is nothing but it is a solution of polymer solvent plasticizer colorants that is sprayed onto a rotating tablet bed followed by drying, which facilitates the removal of the coat, leaving behind the deposition of the thin film of coating material around each tablet. So I hope your concept regarding film coating is cleared. Now we are moving to enteric coating. So enteric coated tablets. The first one, the term enteric refers to small intestine. Therefore, enteric coating resists breaking of medicament before it reaches the small intestine. That is, it should break in small intestine. Enteric coating are employed when drug substances is inactivated or destroyed in the acid secretion of the stomach, or is partially irritating to gastric mucosa, or when bypass of stomach is required. Then earlier approach of preparing enteric coating from involved targeted gelatin capsule with formalin or coating tablet with shellac. Both of these approaches were unreliable since the solubility of the membrane, that is which is responsible for enteric effect, was unpredictable. Then enteric coating tablets are compressed tablets coated with a substance that do not dissolve in acidic condition of the stomach but readily dissolve in alkaline pH of the small intestine. Then let's talk about the reasons for enteric coating, why these enteric coatings are required. The first one is to protect the acid liable drug substances from the acidic pH of gastric acid. Such drug substances include like that of erythromycin, pancreatine, omeprazole, etc. Then the next one is to prevent gastric distress or ulceration or nausea due to irritation caused by certain drugs such as aspirin and certain non-steroidal anti-inflammatory compounds. Then the next is to relieve drugs that are optimally absorbed in the small intestine to their primary absorption site in their most concentrated form. And next is to provide a delayed release component to repeat action tablet. Then next one is ideal properties of enteric material. So whatever the enteric materials that are used, they should possess the following properties. First one, it should resist the gastric fluid. Then the next one is it should be readily susceptibility or permeability to the intestinal fluids. Then it should have high compressibility with other film forming adhesives and the tablet being coated. Then the next one is it should be capable to form continuous film with adequate mechanical properties. It should be ease of application without special equipment. Then ability to be printed or to allow film to be applied to debosed tablets. It should be non-toxic with pharmacological, in pharmacological activity, and it should be stable alone as well as in coating solution. Then the various polymers that are used in enteric coated are the first one, cellulose acetate phthalate, that is CAP. So CAP is also known as Selassie phthalate. It is oldest and most widely used synthetic enteric coating polymer. It was patented as the enteric agent in 1940. Then CAP is synthesized by reacting a partial acetate esters of cellulose with phthalate anhydride in the presence of tertiary organic base like that of pyridine or a strong acid such as sulfuric acid. Then the next one is cellulose acetate trimalate, that is CAT. Chemically, this polymer bears a similar or a strong resemblance to that of CAP. It is formed by the same synthetic process as CAP with trimalate anhydride as the substitute group in place of phthalate anhydride. Then it is commercially available as white powder from Eastman Chemical Company. Then the next one is HPMCP, that is hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose phthalate. So it is a white to slightly off white, then free flowing flask or granule powder with a slightly acidic odor and a barely detectable taste. It is a derivative of hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose that is produced by the transesterification of hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose with phthalic acid. Then the next one is hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose acetate succinate, so HPMCAS. It is also known as hypromelose acetate succinate. In is a white to off-white powder or granule derived from HPMC by the esterification of free hydroxyl group of polymer backbone with acetic anhydride and succinic anhydride. It is commercially available in three grades, that is L, M and H, which correspond to pH dependent release profile of low pH, that is 5, medium, that is 5.5 and high 6.5 pH respectively. Then the next one is PVAP, that is polyvinyl acetate phthalate. It is a free flowing white to off white powder with slightly odor of acetic acid. It is reaction produces phthalate anhydride sodium acetate with a partially hydrolyzed polyvinyl alcohol, as well as methacrylic copolymer can also be used as film coating. So these are the various polymers that are used for the purpose of enteric release film coatings. Then the next one, that is factors that influence the behavior of film coating polymer. The various factors include the first one, that is the nature of drug substance contained in dosage form, that is whether it is it is specially true with that of drug substances is ionic in nature, right? Then the next one is the quantity of coating applied, that is application of excessive coating can delay drug release of dosage form, with sufficient or insufficient coating can result in ineffective gastric resistance. Then the next one is presence of imperfections in the coating, like that of presence of cracks or pill marks etc., which can destroy the integrity of the coating. Then the next is the dissolution pH and dissolution rate of polymer used in coating. Then next is the influence of in vitro pH, in vitro test conditions used, like pH and ionic strength of the test solution, as well as the agitation rate used in the test. Then the next one is presence or absence of plasticizers, again it influences. Then the next one is gastrointestinal physiological factors, like that of the pH of stomach and the intestinal content. Then gastric emptying and enzymatic activity of gastrointestinal tract are the various factors that may influence the behavior of enteric coating polymer. The few of the examples of enteric coating tablets are Alofen. Then the next one is Bayer EC, which consists of aspirin 81 mg by Bayer. Then Eritab, which consists of erythromycin 500 mg by Arbor Pharmaceuticals. Then Omaze, which consists of omeprazole by Dr. Reddy's. Okay, so these are some of the commonly used enteric coating tablets. So I hope your concepts regarding film coated tablets as well as enteric coated tablets have been cleared. So thank you for watching this video. See you soon in coming video. Thank you.